Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm gonna talk about how to fix Poppy Playtime is having the chapter 5 is having low fatal error, or the fatal error, the UE-PlaytimeLauncher Game Has Crashed error that is happening for many users, and how we can fix it. So let's get started. So first of all, what you need to do is, if you're on the Steam, what I'm trying to say is you have to exit the Steam. It's not about closing the Steam like this. What you need to do is you have to go to the Steam at the top, and there is an option to exit. So just click on the exit. So what happens is the Steam will be completely shut down. After the Steam is completely shut down, then what you need to do is we have to go over here, search here for the Steam once again. Then you have to open the Steam. This time the Steam will be opting like a restart for the Steam. Then you have to try launch the game and you have to check, and that might work. Next one is all about what we need to do is after that, still if there is an issue, you can try restarting a computer. For that, you have to go over here in the start, you have to right click. Now from here, click on this and go for the restart, and you have to check. Next one is all about what we need to do is we have to try giving few commands in the launch option. So to do so, what we need to do is we have to go over here, right click and go to the properties. Now from here, go to the installer file, not installer file, go to the general, and there is an option called launch option. First, you need to type this one, that is -no GPU updates. Just type GPU stats, and you have to launch the game, and you can check. I'll be providing this in the video description, so you can copy this and you have to check. First, give this particular command, then you have to check. If that is not working, remove this and use DX11, then launch the game and you have to check. If that is also not working, try giving DX12 and you have to launch the game and you have to check. That might work. Next one is all about what we need to do is we have to create a shortcut of Poppy Playtime. Then we have to give DX11 in the command. So what we need to do is we have to go over here, right click and go to the properties. Now go to the installer file and just click on the browse. Now from here, that is going to take you to this, and from here you have to get into Playtime Launcher. Now we have to get into engine. Now binaries, third party. Now from here, or you have to just go to the extras and you have to check with it. So if that is not the case, Playtime Launcher, go to binaries, Win64. Now from here, as you can see, you will be finding the launcher here. So this is the launcher. So what you need to do is you have to create a shortcut. So you can right click, then if you wanted to create a shortcut, you can create a shortcut. But even though better than what it is, you have to go over here, click on the show more options. Now from here, you have to click on the properties. Now go to the compatibility. Go to general, or go to the details over here, or you can go to the general over here, both are fine. And over here, you can change this. For the target options, you can change it and you can check with it by giving over here. You can just give this and you can check. For some users that might work it, so just give it and that might work in most cases. If not, what you need to do is you have to check with it. And also parallelly, you can try running this as an administrator in the game installation folder. So right click, now go to show more options and go to the properties, go to compatibility, put a check on run this program in the compatibility mode. Set this to either Windows 7 or Windows 8, then you have to check with it, or put a check on run this program as an administrator, and also put a check on disable full screen optimization as well, and just go for apply and go for OK, then you have to check with it. That might work in some cases. Then go back, then you have to check with the game whether the issue is solved or not. But still, if you're having the trouble, then what you need to do is we have to install media feature pack for the N versions. So in my case, the Windows that I'm using on my computer is not N features, it's a home based one. So what you need to do is we have to go over here, search here for the settings, then click on the settings. Now from here, what you need to do is we have to go to the system. Now from here, scroll it down and navigate to optional features. Now from here, you have to click on view features, go for yes. Now we need to see available features, and now we have to check whether the N feature is available or not, right? You have to just check for N versions. If it is available, you have to just use it to update it. But in my case, it is not there because, like I said, I'm using the home version of the Windows 11, so it is not there. This is only for the N versions of Windows. Okay, N type version of Windows users. Rest users can neglect this part. Next one is all about we have to try installing the Visual C++. So I'll be giving this in the video description. That's going to take you to this. Now from here you have to scroll it down, and if the system is based on x64, you have to try downloading this. If the system is based on x86, we can try downloading this and you have to check. That is what you have to do. Try downloading this and you have to check, and that might work in most cases. If that is not working, what we need to do is we can move to the next one. Next one is all about we need to rename the game config file. So for that, first of all, after trying these steps, you have to check whether you are able to launch the game or not. Just click the launch over here, go for yes, then you have to check, because sometimes installing the Visual C++ all these things might work. For some users, there might be two reasons why this is happening. Some of you might have played the game long back. You might have just reinstalled it back or something in order to play, so that even caused the issue up. So before getting these kind of errors, what you need to do is try launching the game, just play the game, or try saving the file of the game. That might work in some cases, so all we have to do is just wait for a bit of time. Just give it time for the game to load up completely. After the game is successfully loading, all you need to do is just wait and you have to check as well. Now what we need to do is, once you get into this, we have to move to the next step. Next step is all about what we need to do is we need to verify the game file, or you can try renaming the config file and delete it as well. So to do so, we have to go over here in the file explorer, go to this PC, get to the local disk C. Now if you may try get into the user folder, now go to the admin. From here you have to get into app data, go to local. Now from here you have to scroll it down all the way down. You have to check whether you are able to find the folder here for this one. So sometimes you'll be able to find the game file, so you have to check in that way whether you're able to find it. For some users, they are able to see this, so you have to check it over here. So for me, it is not there, right? As you can see, it is not there, because the reason why this is not there is not because anything. The reason is I'm not able to launch the game, right? If I go back, if I try to launch, I'm getting the error. So that is the reason. So what you need to do is you can skip this part. Now, because you can only rename and changes in the config file once you save the game. So if the game is not launching, there is no point of talking this step. We can move to the next one, that is verifying the game file. So go over here in the game, right click and go to the properties. Now go to the installer file and just click on verify integrity of game file. So this is going to cross check every single files of a game, and if any files are corrupted and if any files are missing, all these kind of issues happening, those might fix it. So you can try this particular step. This is an important one. This will verify the games completely and you have to check for it, and that might work as well. After trying this, still if you're having the trouble, then we need to allow the game to the Windows security. So to do so, we have to go over here, search here for, not like this, we have to search for Windows security. You have to click on the Windows security over here. Now from here, what you need to do is, once you get into this, give it time to load up completely. Now from here, what you need to do is we have to click on device security. From here, sorry, not device security, you have to click on virus center protection. Now from here, you have to click on manage settings. Now from here you have to click on add or remove exclusion, go for yes. Now here, like this is added, you have to add the game. So just go to add an exclusion, go to file. Now from here you have to go to the game installation folder, that is E, Steam library, Steam apps, get into common. Now from here you have to check Poppy Playtime, get into this Playtime Launcher. Now we have to add the launcher and just as it is. Now the launcher is added, then you have to check with it. Still, if you're there, you have to go over here in the search, type here for control panel. You have to click on the control panel. Now from here, what you need to do is you have to click on category. Now from here, we have to just change this to large icons. Now from here, what you need to do is, once you get into this, we have to click on Windows Defender Firewall. Now from here, we have to go to allow an app or feature through Windows Defender Firewall. Now from here, we have to scroll it down all the way down and navigate to the Playtime Poppy here. So keep scrolling down, somewhere else you'll be able to find it. So Most probably it will be here. You have to check whether the Poppy Playtime is here. Then make sure that you put a check on both the boxes, private and public. So if you don't find it, that is the reason. So you can add it by default, but most probably it will be there. Make sure that you put a check on this box. Next one is all about after trying with this, we need to try updating the graphics card. So I'll be providing a link in the description that's going to take you to this NVIDIA for the NVIDIA users and also for the AMD users as well. So that NVIDIA users can get into this, find the geoforce and everything over here. Once everything is done, you have to go for the find. Now from here, what you need to do is, we just need to wait, and once you get into this, if you're on the Windows 11 with 64-bit edition, try downloading this. This is the latest update version. Try downloading this. And if you're on the AMD, just go to this particular page. Now from here, select the graphics. Now you can select everything over here. Go to 5000 series. Go to the submit. Now from here, if you're on the Windows 11 with 64-bit edition, try downloading this. If you're on the Windows 10 with 64-bit edition, try downloading this, and you have to check. That might work. Next one is all about, we need to run the game on dedicated graphics card. So just go over here. Type here for graphics settings. Now we have to click on the graphics settings. Now from here, we have to add the game. So before that, make sure that advanced graphics settings, you have to expand this. If hardware accelerated GPU scheduling is turned off, try turning on this. And also the optimization for windowed gaming should also be turned on. Now from here, you have to click on add desktop app. Now go to the game installation folder, that this PC, local disk E, Steam library, Steam apps, common. Now Poppy Playtime. Now get into Playtime Launcher, select this and you have to add it. Once the game is added, you can see this is the game. Click on the drop down menu. Now from here, the GPU preferences should be set into let Windows aside. Now from here, what you need to do is you have to set into this. Now set this to high performance here. Now we have to close it, go back to the game. Then you can try launch the game, and most probably that's going to help. Next one is all about, we need to update the Windows. So go over here, type here for the settings. Now click on the settings here. Now from here in the settings, you have to go over here to the update Windows. Try updating the Windows and that might work. These are the steps when it comes to how to fix the Poppy Playtime is having an issue with low fatal error. And I hope this quick video is helpful. That's it. Bye.